Show starts in 1 minute.
Please remember to replace the speaker on the post when you leave the theater.
Anything. Anything. Ah, very funny. Hey, chat. Nick was talking to me, but they can't hear. But you can't hear him. It's all right. We are just about to go live once more with the Curse of Flavortown, part of the Goon Platoon Extra Life Weekend Extravaganza. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love having you all here, and thank you so much for all of your donations. We are well on track to breaking some new barriers and boundaries this year, and we very much appreciate your time, your donations, of course, and we just hope you're having a good time. Oh man, I don't even have to donate to get Noah to wear the pot lid. This is great, but I will have to find something else to do. I just found out because he's wearing his pot lid. That's awesome. All right, very cool. Man, no, I hope there are more clothing items on that list.
There are.
Excellent. Because I was gonna put in money to get you to wear the pot lid, but you're already wearing the pot lid, so. All right, very cool.
I can make some adjustments.
All right, so I think it's a good time to turn it over to Ilea.
Are we ready to go?
We're missing Rosie.
No,
Oh.
Rosie's right there.
Yes. Zoom has just hidden you from me.
Oh yes, continue to dance. Perfect.
Is here. Sound good?
Yes. And we're actually going to go through and Drew, let's switch.
We're live, by the way.
All right, I'm now unmuted and Drew is now muted. Give me a thumbs up, players, if you all can hear me. Perfect. And let's get ready to rumble? Sure, why not? Good evening and welcome back.
Just to take a moment, sorry, before we get started, just as an FYI, we have decimated our goal so far. We already destroyed both our original goal and the secondary goal, which was to hit a total of 10,000. So I am now going to move on to our tertiary goal and going to update that so that isn't just a little blue oblong shape. Our next goal is 2104, and that will be when we surpass our year 4 total. So I'm hopeful we can get there. I believe in all y'all, and that'll be a lot of fun. So good luck. Thank you so much for your generosity so far. And without further ado, I return you to Curse of Flavortown.
Perfect. And Booker, I'm going to steal that. I'm just going to steal that immediately. Let's diners, drive-ins, and dive right in. Sorry. Good evening and welcome back to Extra Life Goon Platoon 6, A Night at the Movies. For those of you just joining us, my name is Ilea Santiago, and I continue to be your DM, host, and evil overlord until about 11 p.m. tonight. I'm joined today by my friends Nikki, Andrew, Rosie, Noah, and Kelly, who will be playing through the rest of The Curse of Flavortown, a D&D 5e one-shot where intrepid chef adventurers must face the culinary evils of the dreaded Count Strahd Fieri. Extra Life, in particular, unites thousands of gamers around the world to play games in support of their local Children's Miracle Network hospital. Through your donations over the weekend-long Goon Platoon stream, we have obliterated the goal of $1,000 for the kids and are just going to keep going, hopefully. To accomplish this, each of our players has a donation page set up that outlines their donation perks. These perks will allow you, the viewer, to affect the game as we play. For each donation to the stream, you will have the ability to change the fortunes of our daring heroes. I really encourage you to go take a look through the donation pages. Please make Noah wrap himself in tinfoil, wear a colander hat, and wield any number of other kitchen utensils around him. Force Andrew's monkey to give people sweets. Utterly drown us in wild magic and other magical surges through Nikki and Kelly's donation and give us a cool, fun, friendly fire familiar for Rosie. I'm really excited to see what kind of chaos we get up to for the rest of the night. And let us dive back into today's session. So last we left off, the party successfully navigated the Triple D dungeon, actually skipped like 95% of it, which like now I'm just going to get to use in another campaign, my god. Won the Great Ghostly Bake Off against the evil Maryberry and Paul Hollywood specters. Unfortunately, this did come at the cost of party members Milo Cake Cobble and Christopher Caveman being kidnapped by said evil specters. But fear not, for new friends are just around the corner, literally. In a darkened stairwell, our original party members, Foxxy Ginger, Johnny Bock, and Sweet Tooth, see two figures materialize out of the shadows. After a moment, you see the vaguely familiar outlines of Peaches Vanderland and Sir Robin, fellow chefs who were abducted from the annual Multiverse Chefs competition. As the camera pans back from this, I guess, joyous reunion, why don't we have everybody introduce themselves, their characters, and their donation gimmicks for this charity stream? Nikki, would you start us off? Nikki, you're muted?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He wouldn't unmute. I was like, hey there, I'm Nikki, and I'm playing Foxxy Ginger, an Eladrin valorous bard who runs the bake shop and the band, the Cupcake Brigade. And her donation perks can be found on her page, but essentially there's three different ones. So there's the Spice Must Flow, which bestows me with either a minor boon and adds the spice to my rack. So last game I received salt, which gave me, for example, a D4 to my saving throw, and then I still have some cayenne pepper. Do I keep that in the second session?
Yeah, have it.
Okay.
It gives you a breath weapon once.
Okay. And then for perk 2, at different thresholds, we get rolls on the Wild Culinary Magic Surge table. So I believe I hit last time. I've hit a lot of them at this point.
You've hit a
all of them?
load of them, but you know
Yeah.
what? We're just going to keep going.
Okay.
The
Sounds
interval is decided by Drew, and he can explain that in just a moment.
Yeah. But that's
Nikki?
what caused my wild magic sneezing fit last round.
Yes.
Nikki, you are $5 away from your next threshold.
Okay,
There we
so
go.
$5 if you want to start this stream off like the last stream where Nikki had like 7 wild magic surges at once, and we couldn't actually start the beginning of the campaign for about 40 minutes because we just had wild magic surge after wild magic surge from, you know, all of the players involved. It was crazy.
I was
So
floating blue.
you were floating, you were blue, there was a modron, there was a fog cloud, it was a lot.
Mhm.
But with that, we're going to move forward. And Andrew, why don't you introduce yourself, who you're playing, and give us some breakdowns of your donations.
Right, I am playing Sweet Tooth, a Goliath wizard from the Order of Scribes, who works as a confectionery maker. That is, he makes candies and chocolates and all manner of sweet things. And my donation gimmick is that as you donate, I have different tiers of donations, and you can see on my donation page that depending on how much you give, you can distribute candies to either party members or NPCs or even enemy NPCs, depending on the price that you pick. Just please remember that if you do donate and you want to distribute a candy, please specify who you want the candies to go to in your donation comment. If you donate higher than a tier, you can actually get more candies equal to the amount that you have donated. So $10 can get you an uncommon candy or 2 common candies, so on and so forth.
All right, perfect. Rosie, yeah, you're hopping onto the stream for the first time for this session. Why don't you introduce yourself, your character, and let us know your donation gimmick, please?
Hi, I'm Rosie. I will be playing a Furbolg druid today that is a wildfire. I'm playing as Miss Peaches Vanderlane. She's a diner chef and server. And her gimmick is her little wildfire friend, Callie, will serve up anything you want. Any kind of food will change what she turns into. So her little wildfire can turn into Thanksgiving turkey.
What?
So,
Hi.
hi! Welcome,
Hi.
Krusty Doggo and crew. Ilea, would you mind doing a brief
Holy
summary of what we're
moly.
doing here?
Sure. So, for those of you just joining us, my name is Ilea Santiago. I am DMing a short campaign as part of a weekend-long D&D stream to raise money for Extra Life. Right now, we are playing through the second part of Curse of Flavortown, a 5e homebrew Guy Fieri meets, Strahd, Baron Strahd. So we're just going through some introductions right now because we just got back on stream. So it's nice to have you all here, and we'll hop right back into it. So. Rosie, thank you for introducing yourself and your gimmick of your little wildfire familiar that is going to change forms throughout as people add money in. And Noah, why don't you give us a quick introduction to yourself, to your character, and to your donation gimmick for this evening. Thank you.
Hello, I am Noah, and I tonight am playing Sear Robin. Sear Robin is a pots and pans paladin. A Warforged cleric of Solidarity and Paladin of the Crown, for anyone who cares about the mechanics. And the gimmick is simple. There are two. The first is all of his weapons are kitchen utensils and built into his body. And you have the power via your donation to change what I can use. From the greatest of great spatulas, because donations before event began actually unlocked all weapons, a 3d6 slapping damage weapon, to, the miniest of mini whisks, which does 1 point of slapping damage. In addition, you can turn on various dispensers all over his body that will make the party better. And last but not least, there are 2 remaining perks to turn me personally into Sear Robin. Obviously, the first one's been activated. I am wearing the important colander. And in addition, for $25, I will wrap my upper body in tinfoil. Or I will, for $25, have to hold up the various implements as they change, as long as it's not my turn. I do need both my hands to thank people and to use Roll20. So yeah, that's me. It's accurate.
All right, perfect. And last but certainly not least, Kelly playing Johnny Bock. Will you introduce yourself and your gimmick, please? Oh, Kelly, we cannot hear you.
How about now?
Perfect.
All good? Excellent.
Yes.
So let me try that again. Hi, everybody. My name is Kelly. I'll be playing good old human Way of the Drunken Master monk named Johnny Bock. He's just out here to make the best brews that he possibly can. And his gimmicks are as follows. Johnny likes to give some pretty wild life advice, just like his master back at the monastery always said. So with a donation of $1 or more, you can tell me what it is, what the advice is that Johnny gives to his party. So that's up to you. But please, if you are going to donate, please make sure you give me a line to say, or I'll just have to make one up. On the other end of things, for a donation of $5 or more, Johnny takes a swig of his grog of whimsy. Was that what that was? Yes. So when he takes a swig of this keg that he has on his belt, random things happen, a la our illustrious DM. So if you want to see some wild stuff, go ahead and go that way. But that's kind of the breakdown for him.
All right. Now that you have all reintroduced yourselves, we can head back into the game. Let me check Roll20, make sure we're all good. Perfect. You continue to climb the long staircase to the next layer of Castle Flavorloft. You may have all escaped from the Triple D dungeon and the great ghostly bake-off, but you're not free of the Baron yet. after climbing for what feels like hours, but it's probably like maybe 10 minutes, you're not really sure, you come to a small wooden door labeled with a neat sign on the wall reading simply, kitchen. As you open the door, there is a swift sense of vertigo as your minds attempt to reconcile the view before you. Now, as that happens, we received a donation for Noah. Noah, can you let us know what is going to be happening to you now?
Sure. So, lovely donators, the DMs, who are already beginning the shenanigans, have donated $25 to begin this polling. So I will just be wrapping myself up. Ilea, please do continue.
Perfect. Would you mind muting yourself for that? Thank you. Wonderful. Nikki, I'm sure the ASMR is fantastic for you being in the same house. So we are looking out onto our next location in Castle Flavorloft. You stand on the counter of an immense kitchen. To your left, you see a flaming stove with multiple pots and pans bubbling over high heat, taller than you stand. In the middle of the room, a full-sized giant seems to be preparing a meal on a massive kitchen island in front of a tripod-mounted camera. The giant is so tall that his face is obscured by what seems to be convenient cloud cover. But after a moment, you realize, what's that sound? It's deep and slow. Is he talking? Is he talking to the camera as he cooks? It looks like it. You're not really sure what's going on here, but as you look around the kitchen, you think maybe you're a little undersized for what's happening. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to take a look around and see if I can find a door.
Okay.
Like some kind of exit.
Yes. And you guys can all see the map, correct?
Yep, all good here.
Okay, perfect. All right, then I am going to need you guys to, whoever wants to, roll a perception check. And Andrew, you're going to go first with this if you'd like.
All right.
Just a quick note, Ilea, I don't necessarily know if we have control of the tokens just yet.
Okay. Let me see. You guys should have control.
I do not.
All right, then we're going to do a little bit of work here. So that's weird. All right, Andrew, you should have control of Sweet Tooth. Kelly.
Yep.
You should have control of Johnny.
I'm gonna go ahead and refresh my roll 20, but I should be okay once I get back in.
Everybody do a little bit of a roll 20 refresh. Noah should have control. Oh, no. Yes. Noah, and then Nikki, and then Rosie. Weird. It only took Rosie over. All right, is everybody good? Can everybody wiggle around?
All good now.
Perfect. Love to see the wiggling. So, Sweet Tooth, you look around and you get distracted by the cooking. You're like, yeah, this is a nice kitchen. If only I was big enough to work in this, I would be fantastic. You do notice the giant-sized door on the eastern wall right here, but there doesn't seem to be a way to open it with the size you guys are. Foxxy, though, you, as you look around, obviously notice the giant-sized door, but you also see all the way across the room in the southeastern corner a small door on top of a set of shelves, the same shape and size as the one you entered in, so right up here. As you peer around the room, you note the door to your companions. It looks like you're going to have to cross some of the counter, maybe climb up the fridge to get on the top of the shelves to open the door. But a little bit of movement catches your eye on the floor. You lean over and take a peek, and an absolutely enormous feline stretches and pads across the tile floor, meowing softly. The cat doesn't seem to have noticed you all yet, but it's there, and it is... You don't think it's hungry, but you're certainly small enough to be a snack.
Oh boy, this ain't good. Okay, guys, here's the deal. All right, about 3 o'clock, all the way down that way. There's a hole. We're gonna have to basically like ratatouille this thing without getting caught. And then about 12 o'clock, there's a big cat, and I mean a big cat, like a huge cat.
As Foxxy is saying this, she sneezes, and a wild magic surge happens.
Oh no.
So, Larry the Table Man, please hop on stream and tell us what you have rolled.
Hey out there, Twitch. It's me, Larry the Table Guy. I'm the guy you want to see when you donate your moolah. All right, Foxxy, got a donation. All right. So I believe how much was the donation for?
It was for $10.
Excellent. That will put you above your threshold. You actually get 2 benefits here. So first of all, when you sneeze, a small ghostly apparition of the disappeared Chef Ramsay appears and says, I forgot to give you this." And Gordon Ramsay hands you some garlic powder. You can add that to your inventory, and you get plus 1d4 to your next, or to any ability check of your choice in this segment. And we rolled on your search table.
Oh boy.
You got a 94. Foxxy, you are now considered a large creature for the next minute. Your size actually increases, and you are now as big as a small hill giant.
So I just sneeze and like, you guys might want to get back.
Yeah, so Sir Robin and Sweet Tooth are pushed aside as Foxy Ginger just becomes that big on the table, which is a sizable change. But the giant doesn't seem to notice, luckily. He's too busy with his current cooking. So what are you guys going to do?
So,
Okay.
what is the I'm trying not to move any tinfoil. What is the state of the kitchen regarding like general cleanliness and efficiency? Like, has he actually done a good job of like getting his setup together, or not? It's very important.
The setup is great, but this guy seems filthy. Like, every time he chops, when he's done with something, it's tossed on the floor. Everything above, the counters are pristine. Everything that might be on camera is great, but behind the camera, you see him just tossing things left and right. There's tomatoes on the floor. There's rice on the floor. The cat's licking up something like green and greasy, and you feel a shudder go down your spine.
This place is wrong. It must be corrected.
I'm just like, what? Well, like, I just kind of like leaned, I kind of like crouched down. Not that I guess it matters too much. I'm just like maybe I can maybe I can sneak you guys across the room. Get in my hand, like get in my arms.
Sure. Give me a strength check with advantage to carry the crew across the countertop to the room.
Okay, 1 second.
Let's hope this effect doesn't wear off partway through.
Strength
for a
check.
Advantage, yeah.
Okay.
I'm very tall. It would be very bad.
All right.
It's very funny though.
Okay, strength check. That's an ability check, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me do that with the garlic powder.
Perfect.
All right. So then, okay. Oops. Um,
All right.
and then that's, or should I do it again with the D4 or just the once? Because it's with advantage.
So it's with advantage, so you're just going to roll that again.
Okay. Just making sure.
Perfect. So a 17 is definitely enough. You carry the whole crew in your arms. You step cautiously over the freshly baked turkey. You tiptoe along the edge of the sink, barely keeping yourself upright. You navigate your way through the pies and cakes and little pieces, and you get to the fridge. And you're just able to kind of stand up and put your friends on top of it by reaching to your tippy toes. Just like, yeah, this is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, when you reach up to grab the top of the fridge, you have the unpleasant sensation of shrinking. And it's fine because you're already gripping it, but your body just kind of like shoots up, and all of a sudden you, Foxy Ginger, are holding yourself on the edge of the fridge. So I need you to roll me a strength save, and if anybody wants to grab her,
Can I grab her?
Yeah, grab her. Give me a athletics or acrobatics, please.
Okay. So I'm doing strength, right? Okay.
You're fine. You just hoist yourself up immediately. Sweet Tooth and Peaches grab you and just pull you right back up. And as that's happening, Johnny Bock's just standing in the background.
I need another drink.
Yep.
And I gotta take a swig.
Yep.
Because, you know,
the table guy?
because it's all for me grog. Me jolly, jolly grog. As my master always said.
I'm still glaring at all of the mess.
All right, Johnny, you take a swig, and your swig tells me to roll again and then make the next effect twice as strong. Twice as long or twice as much?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, friends.
I don't. Okay. Johnny, you mistake every woman you meet for the first time as your farming wife, Charlotte.
I'm sorry.
I guess yeah.
Could you repeat that one more time?
You mistake every woman you meet for the first time as your wife, Charlotte. That's what it says.
Okay. It's very good that right now you've already met Peaches and Foxy. And it does look like the giant is a man.
Okay.
But you know she's out there. Unfortunately, as soon as you remember she's out there, a tear comes to your eye and you have to take another swig.
Oh, no. No, it's not a swig, unfortunately. It is just a line.
Oh, okay.
And it's your weasel. Says, you know, it's time to sing All For Me Grog in character, as my master used to do. And DM, I will leave that up to your discretion as, you know, Johnny doesn't have that great a singing voice, and we do have time to keep.
Sing us one good line.
And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. It's all for me beer and tobacco. There you go.
Yay! For I spent all of my time on And with that, you are all on top of the fridge. Weasel, bless. On top of the fridge, there's a small gap here, and let's make Foxy an appropriate size now. The gap is about 10 feet from the fridge to the shelf where the door is. What do you guys do to cross this?
Oh boy. Think. Any ideas, Shiny?
I am confused on why we are trying to when it is so unbelievably dirty, and he is promoting a false image of what cooking is supposed to be.
Oh, I'm sure he cleans up after himself when he's done filming.
He clearly does not. Look at the floor.
Yeah.
Look at how fat that cat is.
Sweet Tooth Sear Robin is utterly correct.
Crimes are being done here, and I haven't been able to punish any yet.
You have not
Johnny,
punished a
do
single
crime.
crime since you escaped from the Triple D dungeon.
Yeah, but listen, Shiny Man, if he gets his hands on you, you may not be able to punish any other wrongdoers, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more in this dungeon.
You can't see it because my eyes don't narrow, but I am narrowing my eyes at you.
Perfect.
My apologies.
So you still face this this impossible leap.
I'm wondering, with Johnny's speed, if he could make that run and jump. It's possible.
Well, he is a 5th level monk.
All right, so here's what I think I'm gonna do. I think Johnny is...
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I can help.
Okay, I would appreciate some help. So what I'm thinking is, and I'll throw this out to the party, I have... actually, DM, how far of a distance is this between the refrigerator and the shelf?
10 feet. That's
About
it.
10 feet. Okay. Well, then in that case, I will go ahead and hand one end of the rope from my pack to Sear Robin, and I'll say, you hold this, and I'm going to make the jump across. We'll hold the line and let people cross over that way. What do you think?
That sounds excellent. Use my body to launch yourself across the way. I am 7 feet tall. It'll help.
You know,
Alright.
I actually got something in my bag that might help. Let's see. I got a grappling hook. Does that work?
That should help.
Genius.
A grappling hook would give you advantage on this, yes.
All right.
Here you go, Mr. Meals.
Thanks.
In addition, Foxy goes up to Johnny and just kind of like, brushes off his shoulders. She's just like, okay, Johnny, just remember, if you do it right and you do it good and you don't screw it up, it'll work. And you have bardic inspiration.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Johnny gets the strangest feeling, like the name Charlotte bubbles up in his throat, but he pushes it back down. No, that's Foxy. That's Foxy. I've known this name for like a whole 4 hours.
Yeah, what am I doing? All right.
All right. Give me a DC Strength Athletics check, please.
Oh boy.
Plus the D6.
Okay. Strength. Come on. Character sheet. Okay. And then plus a D6, we said?
Mm-hmm.
Do I remember what my controls are on Roll20?
You also had advantage on this because of the grappling hook and Sear Robin's body.
True. Okay, so I'm going to roll again. So right now that's at 15. And then we'll try it again.
All right.
Second.
With an 18 plus 2, you've got a dirty 20. Johnny, just like your master said, you can fly. And you just sail over that 10-foot gap, and you smack the grappling hook into some of the shelves, a gap in one of the shelves, and you're like, all right, it's taut. The rest of you, if you secure the grappling hook, you guys can pass no problem. All right. Make sure, Rosie, to mark down that your grappling hook is going to be staying here for a little while. As you guys pass through the rest of the shelves, you actually come up upon the door. Unfortunately, though the door matches the one that you entered the kitchen through, it's blocked off by a heavy iron bar. And you give it a couple of shoves, you try a couple of spells, but it doesn't seem like it's going to work. There's some kind of arcane lock on the bar, but you've never seen a keyhole of this shape. I will post it on the I will post it on the Roll20 map. I'm surprised I hadn't uploaded it before, but you take a look, and it's really not what you expected. Sort of looks like a star, as though something would need to be pressed into it in order to open the keyhole.
Star.
I don't know about you, but that looks an awful lot like a whisk to me.
Yeah. I think you might be right.
Paper.
You're right.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth, the more you look at it, the more you're convinced that's absolutely the front end of a whisk. But as you guys look around and you go through your various kitchen tools, even Sear Robin doesn't have a whisk that's the right size or shape to fit. But you are in a kitchen.
Where are we going to find a whisk in a place like this?
How big is it, just comparatively to like our body sizes?
It's small. It's probably about, or rather small in the context of this kitchen. It's probably, well, Johnny's height. But maybe not his weight.
Hey,
That ain't right.
I don't care how true it is. That ain't right.
What is the giant cooking with?
The giant currently is chopping vegetables on the cutting board. That's what it is, on the cutting board on the island. Why don't you guys give me some perception checks if you're going to look around to see if you can find a whisk.
Okay.
There's a no dice on that for Johnny.
Did Johnny roll?
It?
Oh, fine.
Well, darn it.
All right. Sir Robin, you're able to pick this out. You look over and you spot a whisk soaking in the kitchen sink that you passed earlier. It's probably the right size. It might be a pretty tiny whisk for the giant to use, though. You're looking at it, and it's the tiniest whisk you've ever seen for a giant. So you guys gonna go and head over to the sink, try and pull that out?
Friends, I see the whisk we need in his disgusting sink. May we detour through his throat before we make it there.
That seems like a...
Not if he doesn't take me to dinner first.
Oh, we went to so many levels.
Oh, boy.
Wow. That conversation continues as you guys climb down the refrigerator to the sink.
I'm just saying murder would be simpler here.
So...
You're funny, sir. You're funny, Shiny.
Really quick, can everybody give a test of their tokens? Make sure they can move around.
Give me 1 second.
All good.
Perfect. Okay.
I gotta find my
It takes a little bit of time to get back over to the refrigerator, down the side, across the counter, between all the pies, and you get to the edge of the sink. Looking in, you can see that the whisk is floating near the center of a mess of plates and cups and dishes. As you look around, you realize there are a couple of cups you might use as makeshift boats to cross the watery expanse. But other than that, it's going to be some nasty swimming. There's grime and grits and food floating all up in this sink.
Ooh.
It's a good thing Milo's not here.
Yeah, that
Very
could have
true.
gotten messy.
All right. What are you going to do?
I can't drown, but it looks too big for me to carry back alone.
I love how excited you guys are. Just like, ooh.
Sure is a good thing I can hold my breath now.
Right, Kelly. When you lost the ability to hold your breath for any amount of time earlier, I was very worried about this challenge.
I bet.
So,
Well, guess we're going for a boat ride.
Yeah. You guys are, it's very easy. You are easily able to grab the boats. You think that each of these could hold 2 people easily. 3 people, you might go a bit slower, might start to sink a little bit, but you should be fine. How do you split yourselves up? And while you split yourselves up, it depends. It looks like, comparatively speaking to you guys, it could be 20 feet deep in some sections, and other sections are above the waterline without any issue. And we have a DM donation. Drew.
Hello. We just got a DM donation from my parents.
Oh, I bet they didn't
Aw.
pick Boone or Bane, though.
No, so we're gonna let the chat pick Boone or Bane.
All right, chat.
Do you want to help the party, vote, or hurt the party? Type Boone in the chat to help them, or Bane to hurt them.
First person that
First
votes.
person gets it.
Yep. So, while that works, how do you guys split yourself up for your boating adventure? Aw,
Oh, it's
they
Boone.
helped you. So
Thank you,
nice.
Galactic Feedback.
You're kind.
Too
All
kind.
right. Let's get this going. 2 random boons doubled because it was a $20 donation.
Nice.
All right, so the first is going to go to Foxxy.
Ooh.
All right, Foxxy, you get 85. 85 is okay. All right, here. All right. Sparkling lights slowly rise from the water in the sink. You gain. Ooh, hang on. I roll a d6. You gain 2 skill proficiencies that you didn't previously have.
Amazing.
So pick 2 things and type them into the Roll20 chat, and I will add them to your sheet. All right, the next one goes to Peaches. Peaches, you got 58. Peaches, your boon is... actually, this is super relevant. Peaches, you feel like this weird itching on your neck, and you scratch and you realize you've grown gills. You can now breathe underwater, and you have a 30-foot swimming speed.
Lord in heaven.
Convenient, but this happened in the water section. That was not my doing.
I don't believe you, Drew. You've taken their side. My enemy.
Actually, you can thank my parents. All right.
Thank you,
Steve and Rachel, thank you very much. All right. So how are you guys going to get to your wisp? You can all see it floating here in the middle of the screen, correct?
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I'm not very strong, but apparently I can breathe underwater now.
That's
And
helpful.
you swim very well. Maybe so well that you don't need a spot in the boat, so the boats can move at excellent speed.
Well, I'm diving in, and she just goes, whoop.
Oh, Peaches, it's the most disgusting thing you've ever felt since mopping up the back room of a diner. It's gross. So
Why is it slimy?
yeah, you know exactly why it's slimy. So you dive in. What is your swim speed as a firbolg?
30, I believe.
30? Solid. All right. Everybody else, split yourself up into your teacups, please.
All right.
How tall is everyone?
7 feet.
6 feet tall.
It's very tall. Foxxy, Rakolai, Sweet
like,
Tooth.
6'10"-ish.
Wow, this is a tall party.
God, we're a bunch of very tall people. Well, I was going to say we should just split the heights, but since that's apparently not necessary.
Nah. Okay, so we've got Johnny and Foxxy, seasoned adventurers together. And then we're going to have Sweet Tooth and Sear Robin.
Okay.
Oh, Sweet Tooth is just out in the water. He got catapulted.
Wee! Bye, Sweet Tooth.
Here, we're gonna put you in there. Okay, so the teacup should be movable by everybody. So what we're going to do is the teacups can move at the swim speed of one of the members of the party on their turn. So if your swim speed is 15, the teacup can move 15 on your turn. If the other person in the boat can move a swim speed of 30, it can move 30 on its turn. Does everybody understand?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
think your
can't
swim
presently
speed...
select it.
Oh, hang on. Let me take this. This should be controlled by... It erased all of my controlled. Interesting. Save settings. And...
I did feel
Okay, perfect. Can everybody wiggle around the teacup for me?
Yeah.
Fresh might be.
And because I have long stream brain, swim
I don't
speed
know.
is
He
determined
keeps wandering
by
away.
what again?
Swim speed is determined by, I think, race. Human swim speed
Variant human.
5e. I mean, 20 feet per round.
Excellent. Good.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, let's get a quick initiative roll so that we can see how you guys are going to be maneuvering across the sink.
Okay.
That's the
All right.
wrong thing.
All right, Andrew, let us know when you're... Oh,
There you go.
jeez, yeah. You and your boons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, Sweet Tooth and Foxy, you can both go at the same time to just move your teacups, your swim speed, towards the whisk.
Okay. So the way I think I want to do that is I'm going to hold out my hand and I start to kind of like reach into the water to paddle, but then I'm just like, ooh, maybe somebody else, and I cast my Baker's Helper cantrip, which is Mage Hand, and I'm just going to try and have that like
Perfect. Your mage hand kind of sits on the back and flaps a little bit to create a small motor, and you guys are moved forward your swim speed, which like 20 feet, 30 feet. What was it?
I think
It's without armor, you can swim 20 feet.
Okay, yeah, you've got 20 feet to play with.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So then, whoop. And I'm gonna let's see. Pardon me. I'm just measuring it. Eight. Oop, wrong way. Ah, dang it! Come on.
It's all good. Here, I can highlight you guys and toss you forward 20 feet. Oh, accidentally grabbed everybody.
Hmm.
We're just gonna do this. 20 feet right there.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
Sweet
thank
Tooth, which way are you headed?
Probably the same direction.
Okay. So you guys find it relatively easy to keep scooching forward. We're gonna let a turn pass by. And Peaches, which way do you go? Do you go through this little area with everybody? Or are you heading around this way?
I'll go around the side of people.
Okay. So Peaches,
Just
as
think-
soon as you get sorry?
Not
You're just swimming. Honestly, it's nasty. It's terrible. It's so slimy. It's ridiculously slimy. It's too slimy? Wait, is that a
Oh.
tentacle? And you are grabbed and just utterly disgusted as
Stars and goddess, this is gross.
Yep. As you are attacked by a tentacle, it reaches out and smacks you, and it rolls a 23 for its first hit. You are automatically grappled, and it does 10 damage as you are squeezed by this horrible beast. You are also going to be, because you are a large or smaller object held and grappled by the seafood surprise, you're going to be thrown 60 feet in a random direction.
Oh,
So I would like you to roll a d4 for me, please. A 23. How did you roll a 23? Wait, was that Andrew?
That was mine.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's
Here, I'll just pop a d4 in the chat.
no.
A 2. So you are thrown. Oh my god. You're just thrown straight north. It throws you to the whisk. Ridiculous.
I'm going ahead. Hope you don't mind.
Unbelievable. You are just like, yoop, and tossed right there. The whisk is within your grasp.
Excellent
And,
gumption.
well, gee,
Perfect.
why didn't we think of that?
Very
Amazing.
efficient.
And the tentacle is going to move towards you guys. All right, everybody. What are you gonna do?
We should
It
probably
is-
paddle away from that as fast as possible.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
So with that, it is Sweet Tooth's turn, top of the order.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost at it. Chewing that spearmint gum.
Perfect.
My character sheet.
Okay, a 22. Honestly, you just slam this tentacle with ice, and it freezes in place in the water. Everything around it is frozen. The tentacle isn't moving, and you feel like you might have dealt with it for now.
Well, that should hold it for a bit. Let's keep moving.
Take that, you calamari.
Yes, perfect. I'm going to let you guys take some more of your turns to move up closer if you would like, or if any of you guys want to keep attacking the tentacle, which is frozen in place for now, you certainly can.
It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Want to keep moving?
Yeah, let's just keep moving, just in
I
case.
shall keep my eye on it.
You do. You guys get up pretty close to the whisk. Peaches, you are able to grab the whisk and start tugging it back with you, but it's going to be a little bit slow, especially as all around you,
Oh no.
Our familiar
several
faces.
worn out places, several tentacles rise to the surface, and I'm going to get them into the initiative order. But for now, each of them is going to make a quick attack on let's see who we get first. So, Sear Robin is going to take a tentacle attack, and that's an 11. Does that hit you?
That does
No.
not. It does not.
Perfect.
It slaps my body, but I am much, much too hard.
Yes, everybody all around is just like, wow, Sear Robin's so hard. He got slapped by a tentacle and it didn't even bother him, except for the weird sound that it made. Gross. The next tentacle reaches out and it is going to try and smack Johnny Bock because it's not Johnny's day.
Hey.
That is a 16 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. It does 7 bludgeoning damage, and you are automatically grappled. The tentacle grabs you, and it's going to toss you 60 feet in a random direction. So let's get a D4.
Hey,
and
team. Johnny's not looking so hot.
That's a 1. So Johnny's going to be... Johnny, you're thrown clean out of the kitchen sink. So you're grabbed from this, and you're just tossed right over here, splashing into the water. And you take an additional 1d4 damage. That's 1 damage. That's not bad.
Okay.
Terrible. And the last thing is, Peaches, I'm going to need you to make a strength check because this tentacle is going to try and grab the whisk from you and tug it away. We're going to do a contested strength with this.
Is it a saving throw?
No, just strength. A 4, which is unbelievable because the tentacle rolled a 3. It is the saddest game of tug of war. It's almost like people are looking from a distance and feeling kind of embarrassed because you're like, no, it's mine. And the tentacle's like, no, it's mine.
It's like Black Friday all over again. Get off me.
Exactly. And with that, Sweet Tooth, you are free to act. It is your turn.
Oh, I'm just gonna shoot another ray of frost at let's get rid of this one here.
Perfect. Give me a roll. 15. Oh, you just meet the armor class. That's great.
Nice.
As you do, the tentacle is frozen in place. It's still like trying to weakly tug for the whisk, but it's not doing anything. This thing has nothing left. It's trapped there, maybe forever. Okay, Foxxy, it's your turn.
Okay. I just toss like just a hard glare over to where I know that giant is. And I'm just like, are you telling me you won't even scrape your plates before you and I yell around, I'm going to try and firebolt this guy over here.
Perfect. All right, give me a roll, please.
All right. Oh, there we go. Set the
17 hits, and as you hit, the fire damage just flares up the side of the tentacle, doing a good amount of damage, and it seems to be a little bit scared, but it doesn't back down. Would you like to use your movement?
Yeah. I'm going to move. I'm going to just try and at least reach over to Peaches.
Okay.
Like so. Like right there? Or
perfect. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, okay.
The tentacle is going to take a quick attack of opportunity on you, and it's going to hit, I believe, with a 19.
Yes.
Okay. It does, ooh, hang on. Something's not calculating right there. It does 9 damage, but you do escape being grappled as it's not able to keep you in its space.
Got it.
Johnny. What you doing over there, Johnny?
Ew.
Hang in there, Johnny!
I'm doing what I can. All right. What can I do from here?
Don't get let any of it get in your mouth.
Oh God, why is it so slimy?
Do not drink any more of this water.
Do not drink any of this water.
I'm trying not to. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to swim 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, there. And then I think, yeah. And now it's still a disadvantage, but that's okay. I'm gonna try to make a dart attack at this thing.
Okay. Give me a quick roll, and then once you do, we will give a real quick address of Rosie's donation, and then move on to Sear Robin's turn. Perfect. 15, do 5 damage. Okay, with that, your dart hits the tentacle, the same tentacle that Foxxy blasted with fire. It honestly, it's not liking the look of this, and it is going to make a retreat and disappear back under the water. You've gotten rid of that tentacle for now.
Nice.
And
Oh, like
Rosie.
now, bit.
Go ahead.
No, nothing. I'm just joking.
What is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
No. I'm stay there and tread water.
Perfect. Okay, and Rosie, your donation has come up. So let's take a quick look and see what's going on.
Oh, hello. Rosie, I think for your donation, they're just changing Callie's forms. So what foods have been selected?
It was really any food that was commented, so anyone that donated is welcome to comment what it turns into.
Yeah, they should have sent a message with their donation.
So do I just pick randomly?
I mean, if they didn't send a message with their donation, then let's go with chat. Give us a random food that Callie will turn into. Please.
There are messages.
Oh, there are messages.
Yes.
Drew will be able to pull those up.
Nick is pulling them up. One is a lobster, and the other
Was too long.
It got cut off. Grandpa Jeggins something.
Grandpa Jeggins something. Okay. Eileen, would you please comment in the chat what you would like Rosie's familiar to turn into, you absolute chaotic being?
Oh, I got it.
Maybe. Okay, please cook up Grandpa Jeggins' old-fashioned grits made with lard and just a few loose mustache hairs.
Ugh.
Hey, Eileen, that's disgusting.
That's vile.
But, as is the will of the gods, Callie, the fire demon that is your familiar shakes and twists, and you get the horrible smell of old-fashioned grits. And floating in the interior of her old-fashioned grits gloopy body, you see a couple of hairs just kind of floating around. And additionally, some lobster claws just poke out of there because we're just going to get those two donations in one. So this horrible creature is probably screaming just like the meat golem from before, "Let me die!"
Kill me.
Ew, what have you done?
Oh no!
Oh Lord, this is so nasty.
Lord in heaven. So, Peaches, you're having a terrible day so far, but Sir Robin, you're here to not make it better. What are you up to?
We must get out of this sink as quickly as we can. We must clear the way. So I'm gonna sidle over a little bit of the cup. There's enough movement there to reach over to this fella. That should be 15 feet.
Yeah, you are base to base with him.
I'm gonna slap him with my battle spatula.
Okay, perfect.
Which I have to find on my huge list of things. Oh! Okay. I hit a 20.
Perfect. You slap the crap out of this tentacle. It is afraid of you and your battle spatula. The slick you make is heard all across the kitchen, but the giant doesn't look over because he's too busy being filthy, you're sure.
I'm sure he is.
And the tentacle is going to take a reaction and move back a little bit. Do you let it get away without an opportunity attack?
Absolutely not. No, I slap it.
Okay, give me another slap.
Slap that tentacle.
22.
Wow. Yeah, you slap it real good. It just runs away, disappearing under the water. And
Be gone, filth!
yes, the filth does be gone, and you all are able to escape the tentacles, having scared them off with your valor and your willingness to get into this nasty, disgusting water. And you're able to escape to the side of the sink and back into the kitchen at large. Once you get out of the sink, it takes you a little while, maybe 10 minutes to push the whisk up the side of the fridge where you're able to climb, and then you're able to toss it over to the shelf. You almost lose it off the side because, you know, it rolls because it's a spatula. But by the time you get to the door, you realize it doesn't fit. No, I'm kidding. You're able to just slot it into the door, and it clicks. And you feel this utter wave of relief flow over you as the door opens, revealing another door with another lock.
All right, everyone, arms up.
As I said before, we can just kill the giants. Then we have full use of the kitchen.
While we're discussing this, I'm just going to start prestoing everyone clean.
Yeah. You begin to presto everybody clean. And the next piece of the next lock becomes apparent to you. 1 second, it is loading up on the screen. You see a very oddly shaped lock. It's real weird. You're staring at this, and what in a kitchen could look like this? What in a kitchen could possibly be this gaudy, this weird, this oddly shaped? And then your eyes fall on the front of the fridge, which is covered in magnets. And you think you spy the appropriate piece. So, you make your way back over to the refrigerator and peek down to see what might be happening.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Astral Archmage, taking a look at the dungeon layout, you are correct. This stage is Binging with Babish. The giant is actually a picture of
I knew it.
Andrew that has been edited to make him blue. So you all stand on the top of the fridge. A shiver of vertigo makes its way down your spine. There are magnets spread all the way down the double doors. Some of them look like they might be able to carry your weight, but you're not entirely sure. You do spy, midway down the front, the exact magnet that you need. How are you going to get to it?
I look at Rosie, and I look at Foxxy, and I look at Johnny from all the random things that have occurred in their immediate vicinity in the nearby time, and I say, I don't suppose any of you are made out of rubber. We could just hurl you down, and as you get to the bottom, you'll rebound, and you can catch the magnet, and your momentum from this height should pull you the rest of the way.
No, not currently, unfortunately.
Not currently. Interesting.
Only parts of me are made of plastic, not all of it.
Noted. All right.
Me too.
What a pickle this is.
I would not eat any pickles found here.
Did I grab my grappling hook on the way out?
You can grab it. It's right here. It was from the top of the fridge to the shelving unit. So you do grab your grappling hook, and you can get down about maybe, let's see, maybe 50 feet, because that's about the amount of rope you've got.
Does anyone else got more rope? And we can tie them together and just kind of lower ourselves down and come back up?
Yeah, I've got some rope.
Thank you.
DM, it looks like we got a couple of donations.
Oh, sorry. I was not in chat. Perfect. So, Rosie, as you are tying together the ropes, let me know how much feet you have. Let us know what new and wonderful and horrifying shape your familiar turns into.
I do believe it turned into a good old-fashioned biscuits and gravy, a home recipe.
Perfect. The pained moaning stops, and a whiff of delicious gravy flows over all of you as the turns into just, a nice thing of biscuits and gravy. It's great. It's much more improved.
That's just what my Meemaw used to make.
Perfect. And
Biscuits and gravy directly out of a horrifying grits lobster.
there's also a DM donation, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. There is a DM donation. It is from Ellie. Thank you, Ellie. Ellie, there's no vote on your donations. So if you would like, please vote Boone or Bane now in the chat.
Boone or Bane in the chat, please hit us with that. Let us go. No?
You're here.
Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
Throw it up to whoever puts Boone or Bane first in the chat.
Yeah. If Ellie comments, it's Ellie's prerogative. If Ellie doesn't comment, chat, just foam at the mouth and post. Go wild. Yes, perfect. Nick has selected Bane.
Yeah.
So unless Ellie comes into, Pepper Knight Gaming has come in with Bane as well. Unless
Ellie,
Ellie
save us.
30
Thanks,
seconds,
Sophie.
then we're gonna Bane the party again.
Oh.
So while we wait for her to come through, what's your guys' plan? You think that maybe 1 or 2 people can stand at a time on some of the bigger magnets? Maybe 1 person on a smaller magnet, and you've got your rope. What are you doing?
It's about 110 feet now long with 2 ropes. Yeah.
All right. We got it. We got everything ready.
All right.
All right.
Oh wait,
So-
Astral Archmage. Oh shoot, I don't know what Ellie's screen name is. So
That's okay. We gotta go with.
we're gonna go with Bane.
we gotta go with the Bane.
Ellie, text me if it's Boone, and I will apologize publicly in front of a camera.
All right. So we got a Bane. All right, and we rolled the target. Guess what, Johnny? It's you.
It's always Johnny. Johnny's just
Johnny.
having a bad day.
Oh.
Bad day.
There we go. Well, this was a PG stream. Johnny, all of your clothing becomes unbearably itchy. You, the cursed, must go about naked or suffer from constant discomfort.
No, we're not doing that one. Drew Schapow.
That's what it says.
No, roll another one.
All right, wrong again.
I refuse.
On a naked drunk walking around?
Absolutely not.
TOS.
Okay.
As the person whose channel it is, I will at least say it's not against TOS to describe naked people.
I am not DMing while Kelly's father goes around butt naked sliding down a refrigerator.
I love and appreciate all of you. I already pay for therapy.
It's like The Sims. It's just all like blocked out, like when they're in the shower.
No, I do hate it.
No. Drew, what's the re-roll?
Okay.
And speak up.
Okay. So this one is number 60. All right, here we go. No fire can ever be put out in the presence of the cursed, or in the presence of the Bane, I should say. Even fully submerging a torch in water will not work.
Okay.
Huh.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. But you are now able to keep an eternal flame going forever. That'll be great for the monastery if you ever get back.
Yeah, if I get there.
Yeah, and I hope no one takes ongoing fire damage. You're right, Nick.
Wait a minute,
No.
wasn't one of Johnny's previous things that he was just constantly on fire?
Yeah, reminder Johnny is on fire currently.
Yeah.
Can't take damage.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Johnny
yeah,
is currently
sorry.
just on
We
fire.
forgot about that. Johnny's constantly on fire,
If-
but
if
nothing
you-
around him keeps catching.
If you want
It's
the
lit.
fullest of what's been happening to Johnny, it's extensive.
So why don't we roll some? Somebody's going to need to give me an athletics check to basically rappel down the fridge, and Johnny will regale you with his whole list of banes as that happens. So who wants to go down?
I'll go down.
I'll
Alright.
go.
Oh,
You two can fight to go down.
I don't want to fight.
But not literally. Don't literally fight.
Please.
Rosie seems like she does her job well.
I mean, I'm flattered. I just, as a furbolg, I have some luscious curves that make it easier for me to pull things.
My joints are literally pulleys and stuff.
All right. Well,
Want to do
one-
rock, paper, scissors?
oh,
Yes.
All right.
Right.
Ready? Ready?
rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ah.
Noah.
Go ahead.
All right, I rolled it.
So you rolled it. Yeah, it's going to be a 14. It's going to take you a while to get down, and you might slip a couple times. So I might make you re-roll. But while this is happening, Johnny, regale us with your list of horror.
Here we go. So since he's
boy.
had to drink out of the grog all this time, every fruit Johnny touches turns to glass. Fireflies will swarm you at night, so I can't take stealth in darkness at all. A singing Venus flytrap sprouts from your shoulder and will sing when you're happy. His mustache sprouts from his face at will, so he's just got a very long mustache now. His teeth are all now precious gemstones and cannot be removed while he is still alive. He can chop non-magic wood with his bare hands. His dreams are replaced with visions of being a virtuous nurse who eventually dies of the sickness she is trying to cure. When he looks at the party, he is certain that all of them are aliens from another dimension. Certain. He grew a second heart in his chest and can now hold his breath for up to 5 to 6 minutes. His entire body is covered with fire. No harm coming to him, though. Just constantly the Human Torch. Let's see. And now, most recently, you mistake every woman you meet for the first time as your wife, Charlotte, and no fire can ever be put out in your presence. And even submerging a torch won't put it out. So he's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yes.
There's just so much. And Sir Robin, as you rappel down the refrigerator, you're just like, wow, these guys have had a much worse time than me. I haven't even had, like, I'm just wearing a hat and a shirt made of tinfoil. This is fine.
Nothing bad has happened to Sir Robin today.
Yep, except for being kidnapped by the except for being kidnapped by the Baron, but that's fine. You're working on that.
Corporate sponsors.
So you reach the bottom, and you are able to stand, or rather, you were able to reach the magnet. How do you get it back up with you?
I take out my horn and I blow it very loudly because we definitely ahead of time said that when I blow the horn, rig me back up.
Okay. Okay. You blow the horn?
Are we doing music? I got a
No,
tambourine.
But how are you grabbing the magnet? One
With my
hand?
legs.
Okay, I need you to give me an athletics check with disadvantage, and then I need everybody else to roll a strength check for me, please.
Okay.
And depending on how these two go,
My lower is 11.
okay, 11. And the group as a whole rolled above 10. So you clasp between your legs the Dungeons, Drive-Ins, and Dives magnet as you are pulled up. You get about halfway before it slips out, but after it slips out, you're rocketed back to the top and you land with the rest of the group.
Oh boy, that was a close
Good
one.
news, it's a magnet. It stayed put where I dropped it.
Yes,
Oh good.
That was mighty impressive. Like my mom used to say, thick thighs do save lives.
Mm.
Yes. I routinely use them to save lives.
Perfect. So the magnet is halfway up, and you guys kind of peer over at it. You're like, okay, it's there. It's right there.
All right.
Sweet Tooth, do you have magic candy that can summon magnets?
think I'll make those.
No, you haven't figured that out yet.
Worth trying.
Well, it's closer now anyway.
Mhm.
Let me think.
To be clear, you guys do feel like you'd be able to step down onto some of the magnets.
All right, then I'm gonna hop down onto. Excuse me, hold on. Excuse me there, Foxy. And I'm gonna slide down and try to slide down to this guy.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check, please.
Sure. 22.
Perfect. You slide down and you land on it, and you're kind of like against the wall, or against the fridge, but it feels relatively steady under you. You feel like any more weight and it will start sliding down the fridge, but maybe not uncontrollably.
All right. I look back up at the rest. Well, I think we may be able to ride this one down. I don't know how fast it'll go, though.
Like all of us?
Well,
Hold on. I want to lower the rope down to Johnny, and then also send Spanky down the rope to add that little bit more weight. Maybe just start moving.
Perfect. Yes, as you send Spanky down the rope, Johnny, you wrap that rope around your stomach because you're like, nuh-uh. You guys begin to slide down, and eventually, it takes like 5 minutes of like very slow screeching sliding, but you do make it down to the Dungeons, Drive-Ins, and Dives magnet. What are you guys doing?
All right. So once Johnny is like at a height where he can like grab the magnet, I'm gonna have Spanky like come back up just so that the magnet stops sliding down.
Okay, yeah, very smart. I would have kept sending Johnny down further and further.
whee!
Johnny, you are of a height with the magnet right now. What are you doing?
Yeah. And it's pretty big, right? It's bigger than me.
Yeah, it's bigger than you.
Okay.
But Sear Robin was able to like keep a hold of it and pull it relatively easily.
All right. I think I'm going to take a page out of Sir Robin's book then and try to do the same thing while they pull up.
Perfect.
Exactly the same way?
Exactly the same way?
Well, maybe not exactly the same way. I'll just try to wrap an arm around it and still hold on to the rope on the other side.
Now you need to make a athletics check without disadvantage.
Cool.
So just a straight check, Sear Robin. Everybody else, if you're going to pull Johnny up, I need a strength check, please.
I'm sorry, you said athletics?
Athletics, please, yes.
Cool.
And then strength from everyone else?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Y'all. We're half and half. Okay. Johnny, they get you about halfway up, but you keep a really good hold on this thing, but then they slip a little bit. I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw to keep holding on.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
You
geez.
just made it. You cling onto it, and they drag you all the way up. The sorry, I just read the chat. They drag you all the way up the fridge. Your back is like kind of like rubbed raw, and there's like a burn mark up the fridge, but you got it. It's in your hands. The plastic is melting. It's in somebody else's hands now.
Ooh, nice job there, team. That was a close one.
Way to go.
All right.
Good job, Johnny. You're not looking so hot. Would you like some help? And I'm going to cast a healing word on Johnny.
Thanks. That does help.
You're looking kind of rough, no offense.
Johnny's had
Gestured to all of me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just curious, on a scale of like no vitality to lots of vitality, where are you at?
We're doing okay, because it also occurred to me that before we left from the earlier section of the stream, the illustrious DM did say we got something to the effect of a long rest. Was that correct?
Did get a long rest.
Cool.
Got it.
So I'm actually not nearly as bad off as I thought I was.
Yeah,
So
Johnny,
we're-
the first round you got beaten to hell.
I sure did. So I'm only carrying a little bit of the damage from the, being flung by a flying tentacle. So we're in good shape.
Got it.
All right, you guys get back up, bringing the magnet along with you. You leap across the 10-foot gap and you shove it into the door, and the door clicks and opens. And Johnny, you want to kill somebody because there is another goddamn door behind this.
Oh, dang it.
I'm getting tired of these doors.
You all see what feels like the last door, potentially. A very interestingly shaped lock.
Pretty sure the kids smoked these.
No.
That is Star Anise.
Yes.
Yes. Good. I'm glad.
You sure? I think I've smoked that before. Didn't
Nope,
work.
still Star Anise.
That's probably spicy if you did that. That's not.
Yeah, it'd be like smoking licorice.
A little weird.
That ain't right.
It ain't right. You know it ain't right, especially because when you guys look out across the kitchen, you only see one place where Star Anise is. Sear Robin, you locate it immediately because it's right next to where you've been staring. Your hated enemy stands above it. The Star Anise is located on the kitchen island.
As I notice this by the giant Babish, I turn to the party and I say, as a reminder, if we had killed him first, we would already have this.
Well, we wouldn't have known we would need until now.
But we would have it.
Would you have taken? Whatever.
You would have just picked up just a random piece of Star Anise just because before we knew we even needed it. That's
Have you
what
ever
you
seen
would've done?
Star Anise that size?
That's a
Right,
point.
could probably
That's a good point.
keep a good amount of it for a good
It's
long
like-
time.
And it's
Ellie.
perfectly formed too. They're always broken, almost always. That's the only thing right in this whole kitchen.
You're
It's
right.
almost worth not killing him for.
You're right. But you guys have to figure out how to get to the kitchen island.
Well-
Maybe you could just ask him. I'll speak giant.
You do? Wait, yeah, you do.
I also
Overlord.
speak giant.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So you call out to him, and you have a feeling that he is unable to hear things of your size. He's not just a giant. He is so tall that his head is obscured in like comically formed clouds so far above your head that you are unsure if he even has a head. This kitchen is him-sized, and you are but specks of dust upon his counter. Not for not trying, though. You do spend a couple of minutes just shouting yourselves hoarse at this dude. Please, pay attention to us. And he's just like, wah, 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 wah.
Oh,
And then he
boy.
Can I try to
throws
play?
it
Can I try to blow the horn as loud as possible?
You have a feeling that from the shouting over the past couple of minutes that it's not gonna get his attention.
Should have made a giant
But you-
kazoo instead.
But you definitely can just blow it to be annoying.
Oh,
and to
well,
air
then
your
I do that.
frustration at him. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Everybody else around you just has to deal with it, but you turn your horn. You're just like tooting that. And Nick, he is making some Thanksgiving leftovers.
When
from the
I
chat.
look down at the floor, what's the cat doing?
Cat's sleeping by Babish's feet.
Okay.
Do we want to go incognito over there so we don't catch his attention?
I mean, I guess the cat's sleeping, so it's probably as good a time as any to go down.
All right, then I'm gonna do one of these, and she's gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on the party.
Nice. Excellent.
There you
Nice,
go.
nice.
All right, so I would like, if you guys are going to climb down and go across the floor, I would like you all to give me a stealth check, please.
Okay.
We're gonna go group stealth, and I have a DC in mind that Kelly just smashes.
Okay.
Yep, and you add 10 to everything, so that's a 33, Kelly.
Johnny disappears from the game entirely.
Yeah, Johnny realizes that he's a D&D character based on your father.
Dun, 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 dun. Hello, darkness, my old
My
friend.
old friend.
I'm glad I cast it.
Yeah. Okay. So we are missing Foxxy's role.
Yes. One moment. I had to reload my page. There we go.
Ooh, okay.
Do-do-do.
This is the quietest Sir Robin has been in his entire life.
Oh, and now it's just not. It's not up there. Dang it. Okay. One second. You're right there. My it like froze and now it's not loading up again.
Okay. What we can do is I'll pull it up on my side and give a roll for you.
Okay.
And just take this time to try and figure out what is up with your chat.
Yeah.
Stealth. It's a 23. Perfect.
Ooh.
So you guys absolutely crush that. The cat continues to snore, and the closer you get to the floor, you realize that cat is much bigger than you thought, and you already thought that cat could eat you. But it's a it doesn't take too long. Or at least it takes a lot less long than you thought it would. Maybe an hour for you to climb all the way down to the floor, get all the way across the floor, find a way to climb all the way up the island. And when you get to the top, you realize that maybe you could just pull the wire taut on the camera and walk across that when you go back. But that'll be an easier way to return later. For now, you guys end up on the cutting board trying to get to the star anise. And it's a little unsettling. The food here is just so big, so much bigger than you are. And as the giant begins to chop things on the board again, you get this unsettling feeling that you're going to have to try and cross under when he's not chopping. Because there's no room anywhere else on this countertop. And the star anise is scattered all the way over here. And here you guys are. So I would like you all to roll initiative for me.
Oh boy.
Oof.
Also, hey, Booker, are you in the chat? Because if you're in the chat, you're going to recognize this real soon.
It's a nice watch out.
Oh, of course, it's all the way over there. I really hate rule threes. Of course, there's a third door.
Oh, sure. Now Johnny rolls big.
Yeah, I got them big rolls, Johnny. Okay, we've got Sweet Tooth. We've got Foxxy. Ooh. All right, Nikki, were you able to access your character sheet?
Yes. I had to basically reload the page.
All right, would you be able to roll initiative for us?
Yeah. Oh, I thought I had already. One second. I think it.
Oh, initiative was 5, sorry.
Yeah.
I think mine was a 16, but oh, there it goes. Never mind.
Alrighty, and let me just add something very quickly here so I can keep track. Boy, guys, I added a ton of images to run this game, so my Roll20 library is absolutely overcome with just, you know, crap. And we're going to give a quick D20 roll. And you guys are so lucky because the giant goes last.
Oh.
All right, Johnny. What you got?
Oh boy. Well. The best Johnny's got right off the bat is speed.
Mm-hmm.
If I go that way, this way. All right. So, Johnny with his speed of 50 is going to that way. Guess I could dash. Now, you know what? I'm gonna hang tight and kind of survey the field and see what's gonna happen next. So I think that will be it for me right off the bat.
Okay. So, you head out, and next it is Peaches.
Okay. I'm just gonna run like hellfire across this board and dash as far as I can straight, trying to keep up.
Okay.
Oh. You here. I think that's right.
Yep, you're
Yeah,
good.
about 6 feet. And that's all she's gonna do. It's just run.
Gotcha. All right, next is Sir Robin.
I think you're muted, or maybe.
I'm going to do the same and dash to be amongst my friends.
Perfect. You dash. Sweet Tooth?
How big is the star stuff?
The star anise is about the size of Milo, probably. So, like,
So it can be picked up by like one person?
it can be picked up by one person.
Okay. In that case, I am going to move up a few feet, like let's say like right around here, and I am going to reach into my pouch, pull out a string of red licorice, and just throw it to Johnny.
All right.
Boy, take a bite of this. It'll make you give a bit of pep in your step.
All right. Oh, no.
Oh, boy. We're revving Johnny up.
Time to go, kids.
And Johnny, as you like bite into it, you get a burst of cherry flavor in your mouth as you feel the effect of the haste spell
Nice.
come over you.
Sweet.
Pew.
All right. Nice. Excellent decision. Foxy, it is your turn.
All right. Do my running stretches. And I'm going to see, my movement is 30 feet each, so I'm pretty sure this is how it can work. I'm going to basically, dang it, come on, stay still, screen. No, stay still, screen.
Ooh.
So 30 feet and 30 feet, but then I'm allowed to use a bonus action after a full turn.
Yep.
So then with that, for my bonus action, I'm going to suddenly poof into silvery mist and teleport 30 more feet.
Excellent. Wonderful.
With face step.
Perfect.
So I'm going to just go ahead and do that
Like
currently.
right here?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Ah, dang it. What the heck?
Everything okay?
Yeah, every time I try and drag anything over, it like makes the screen basically scroll down, and I'm not sure why. But
Okay.
all right, I just want to make sure that I'm
Drew actually knows why. He's going to pop on and let you know, okay?
okay.
Nikki, real quick, check the go to your mouse clicker on the top in the top left-hand corner for Roll20 and click Select Move, not Pan View. That's probably why.
Okay. Well, it's because it'll let me. So the thing is, it lets me select and move, but at the same time, it's also making me scroll up and down the page. It's a very weird.
To me.
Try refreshing instead.
Okay. All right. Be right back. Sorry.
Okay, that's wild. So, but you do end up further along than anybody else as Babish begins to chop. Or, well, the chef potentially known as Babish. So I'm going to roll a d4, and that's going to select
Bluish.
which section of, oh, Jesus, which section of the board he's going to cut on. Now, I want you all to know that this is cut into fourths, and every time I roll, it's going to select one randomly. Foxy.
Yes.
I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I'm going to need you to make a dexterity check, either acrobatics. Sorry. Bleh, all of a sudden I can't talk. Please make an acrobatics check for me to dodge the knife as it comes down.
Whoop. So just the acrobatics.
Yes, please.
Okay. Whoop, whoop. Oh, geez.
Okay.
To
Go ahead,
interrupt
Nick.
this tension for a moment,
Yes.
I must have missed a donation somewhere because nope, there it goes. Dear God's back.
What?
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh, Jesus!
And we are now past our most recent
God.
goal.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yes.
So there are several donations coming through. I blinked and I'm like, that's not right. That's not the number I was looking at a minute
Good
ago.
lord.
Okay. So the first one went to Drew.
Oh, no.
With the note DM's choice for any effects and $100. And
What?
the
I didn't
second
even
one-
get that donation.
It was 1 minute ago.
Yes,
Ugh.
and the second one went to Noah with $100 and DM's choice for any effects.
Sweet.
Oh my god. All right.
So once again, hail to the dear God.
Hail
Praise
to the
dear
dear
God.
God.
Praise
Oh,
dear God.
hail.
Antlers,
Okay.
everybody.
I'm gonna roll some. Oh, it's gotta be Boone or Bane. I'll tell you what, Nick. Why don't you decide this time around, Boone or Bane?
Is it all in one or can you split it?
It's got to be all in one. It's a single vote.
Okay. We've been kind of rough with the Banes recently. Let's go Boone.
All right, we're helping the party. I will roll those up while Ilea, you need to decide what happens to Noah based on this thing, because Noah, you got like a bunch of money, but your donation Turks are that's a lot. Holy moly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's $100 into my incentives would be pretty goofy.
Do the tools.
Okay.
All the tools.
Drew, can you mute yourself for a moment, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Noah, what other thing do you have to do to be dressed as Sear Robin?
The only thing left is $25 to just be holding stuff up, but none of that will matter if the weapons don't cycle, because right now it would just be spatula, so this would just be me until somebody switches it.
Cool. I want you to cycle randomly as much as possible, and whatever you land on is it. Actually, how many slots do you have for weapons? Because they're all open, right?
There's 11 slots, yeah.
11 slots. Okay. I would like you to roll a D100 for me.
Or more accurately, there's 12. But yeah,
I have a
roll.
pitch if you'd like.
Please, Nick, go wild.
The next time you're in combat, at the start of each turn, roll a d2, and it's either you cycle up one or cycle down one.
Done.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
We'll never know what that 84 does.
All right, Drew, you want to head back on
Okay.
with your...
Quickly, as an aside, thank you and holy
Thank
shit.
you.
Seriously.
That once again crushes our tertiary goal and puts us pretty close to our quaternary goal. So, which was not a word I was expecting to have to use, especially not today. So we are now in contention for our best year ever, and we are still not even halfway through.
Oh gosh.
So now the final like our records goal is to surpass 2292. So I've set it down there for 2293. It should refresh shortly. Wow. Also, dear God, we might have to like immortalize this in some way, like by making. We're all gonna have to just take a look at our perks for next year and be like, we need a dear God tier. Like, there needs to be something for if this happens.
Dear
We're not
God.
Yeah.
Praise the dear God.
Wow. Okay.
Everyone will those next year.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I was not expecting to pop on again. I guess continue with the show.
Okay. Drew, how much time do we have left?
We have 15 minutes.
15
All right,
minutes.
I have these boons ready.
These boons are going to slap everybody in the face, so
Oh, boy.
let's get those out right now.
Drew, you're muted.
Sir Robin, you kick something by accident, and you look down and you see on the cutting board a small golden egg, the size of a football. It immediately hatches, and an adult platypus pops out. It is your friend now, and it has a weak
Aw.
electric breath attack. You can use a bonus action to make it shoot lightning out of its mouth for a D8
Sweet.
damage. It uses your mainline stat. Next, 66. This is for Foxxy. Foxxy, you have advantage on all skill checks pertaining to the use of tools.
Oh.
Your
All right.
expertise manifests in this great time of need.
Okay.
Praise the dear God.
Praise the dear God. My goodness.
And I shall call him Shocktopus.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all of this, guys. There's just a lot happening right now. So instead, what was your? You got an 18 acrobatics. You dodged the knife. You dodged it so good, and you were just like, "Wow, that was a huge knife." And it was terrifying. The rest of you saw that, and were absolutely terrified. But now you have to continue to cross the chopping block. What are you guys gonna do? Johnny specifically, what do you do?
Oh boy. Well, now that I'm got all that pep in my step from that that candy, I guess I'm gonna make a break for it. And I'm gonna his speed.
Run, Johnny, run.
Run, Johnny, run is right. So he's gonna run 50 feet here. If I can make sure I do this correctly. So about here. Here? Yeah,
Yep.
I think it was there. And then if I do it this way, it's gonna be a little bit out in the open, but then he's got another 50. I guess here? Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
That's gonna be it.
All right. You can spend a key point to do Step of the Wind.
I can. And you know what? We
You
have
also have your hasted action.
You
also have your hasted action.
That's true. So
Johnny's now the Flash.
Whew, Johnny is the Flash. This is absurd. Okay. So I'm going to where in God's name is my there it is. I'm gonna Step of the Wind. I'm gonna expend 1 key point. And I'm gonna make a break for it.
You
And
can go
dash.
another 100 feet because
Another
you
100
have
feet.
yeah.
Boom.
Johnny just goes.
Yum.
He's gone. He's got it. You have it in your hands. The rest of you, are you going to get off the chopping board?
Yeah.
Eventually.
He's already turned to run. Is making his way off the board.
You just got it. It's just like I got it.
I
It
got
seems
it.
we have put ourselves in danger for no reason. The
Perfect.
flaming one has it.
Yeah, we probably should have
It
just sent him.
is, as
Good
we
job.
spoke about before, the smell of toasted star anise is wretched. It's disgusting. But you're holding it, and nobody else can smell it yet. So, Peaches, you make your way off the board?
Yeah, she's gonna go, oh, well, that was good work, and turn around and just start going back. It's like, all right.
Perfect.
Also, keep in mind, anyone that's in my radius does get the extra stealth unless you're out of the radius.
All right, Noah, what does Sear Robin do?
Even. So I tick up to from my battle spatula to my Great Whisk. No, Battle Knife comes first. And the Battle Knife is very, very long. It's not like this. It's actually a reach weapon. So I use it to try to pole vault over one of the pieces of garlic and get myself a bit of distance, which just translates to a dash.
Perfect. You yeet yourself off that board. Drew, why is it spelled that way? Shocktopus, that's terrible.
No, I love it. It's
I
perfect.
love it. It's
Horrible.
good.
That's
All
his
right.
name. His name is Shocktopus.
Perfect. Sear Robin is free. Sweet Tooth is free of the cutting board. Foxy, what are you doing?
Doing great, Johnny. I'm just gonna turn back.
Perfect. You go, and now we're gonna see if Johnny's gonna have a tough time.
Got it. Chop.
No, actually, Johnny is safe. And let me just do a quick measure. Oh, and Foxy is also just safe. The knife comes down again and hits about here. And Foxy, you jump when it hits the board. You're like, okay, I'm leaving.
Oh boy.
And Johnny, let's see how far you make it. Give me another 200 feet of movement, you
Yeah.
absolute animal.
It's something absurd like that. Hold on. Just like, yeah, hold on. Here's the 100. Here.
Monks are bad. Monks are bad, and you should feel bad.
Listen, you let me roll this character.
I did.
You allowed this.
You allowed this to happen.
No, that's fine. We have 10 minutes left in this section, maybe less. So
Gets me about there.
all right, if you're about there, we're gonna have one more roll as we pass through for the giant. Oh wait, come back, giant. Let's do a D4. Is it a 1? It's not. You're free. All of you are able to make your way off of the cutting board and out of the danger zone. You have
That was
your
a
star
close cut.
anise slightly
Oh.
smoking in your hands.
Yeah, quick,
And,
somebody take this from me before it burns.
Got it.
Yeah.
I take it.
You have it. At the very least, you are all able to escape the cutting board and the piles of fruit and vegetables and meat that's slopped around all three of the other sides of the board, and you are able to make your way back to the top of the kitchen. As you step up, you are able to press the star anise into the lock, and with a click, the door actually opens, and you are free. Johnny, you feel the urge to drop to your knees. You are able to leave this kitchen for good.
Johnny is free.
Johnny is free.
Johnny is
Foxy
Bless
just
you
goes,
guys.
and there's another door. I'm just kidding.
Amazing.
No.
So, as you exit the door, you see that you are back in a normal-sized hallway. It actually looks like the, upper floors of a castle. The stone isn't cracked. The floor has a nice runner carpet along it. And as you continue to walk, you actually see a window. It's too slim to get out. It's probably one of those oh shoot, Kelly, you're gonna have to remind me of what it's called, but the where you shoot an arrow out of from within a castle.
A murder slot?
Colloquially, yeah.
Murder hole.
Hole. Yeah, it's a murder hole. It's a murder hole, so it's too slim for you guys to get out, but you see flashes of the night sky for the first time since you were stuffed down in that dungeon. Unfortunately, it shows you rumbling storm clouds, heavy with the threat of thunder and crawling with red lightning. Your unease grows as you keep walking down the hallway and realize there have been no doors, no joining hallways, no path but forward. feels like your story is continuing to move towards its conclusion, but we'll only be able to tell when we come back for our next section of The Curse of Flavortown. And so I'm going to cut us off, I believe, a little bit early for our next section. Thank you guys for coming in and playing and having a good time. Chat, unbelievable with the donations. You guys are utterly insane. Thank you all so much, and I hope you join us when we get back at... Drew, what time are we getting back at?
We will be, that's an excellent question. We will be back in about 20 minutes at 9 p.m. for the final segment.
Final segment.
So at 9 p.m., please join us for the final confrontation in Curse of Flavortown. I hope that everybody's having a fun time watching and having a fun time playing, because I'm having a wild time DMing. You guys are way too much, and we will see you soon.
See you soon, all.
All right, chat. We'll see you at 9 for the final confrontation between the party and the Baron, Strahd Fieri. It's bound to be a tasty time, a capital T tasty time. So we will catch you all. We will catch you all soon. Oh, and again, thank you all so much. Praise the dear God.
All hail.